to go. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and our home team. Quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Gain of 14. First down, Packers.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Here's Jones. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down. Sullivan. Quick hitter here is complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first and 10. Sullivan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
It's a
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7. Steelers nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Newton now to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Ready? Ready?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Steelers nothing.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And they give this time to the tailback. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And this will be incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, Newton rolling to his right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
At the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
He's tackled at the 30.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
43-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Sullivan. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Complete.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This is Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made by
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Steelers 3. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Get that quarterback, D-Ron.
Back to throw, Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
A final shot before the break. Newton flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the red zone now, Newton. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen. Third down here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On fourth down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones.
The 21-yard line.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Packers 21, Steelers 3. Josh Lambo set.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, the slant complete to Green. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Wow, that's good for A.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 3.
Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Off the bootleg. Sullivan under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Derek Wolf there.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room.